Okay, good evening everyone. Welcome to the stream. Fingers crossed it goes okay. I've been having technical issues today, so I can't guarantee that this stream will go ahead, but I'm hoping that it will. And LuTube, hi there. You'll keep the stream open, but you won't be talking. Good luck though, mate. Thank you very much. I do appreciate the good luck. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. And hi there, Jilly. Hi there, Katri. And hi there, Deb. I am back. I don't know whether it's going to go... Well, I don't know how it's going to go. But the internet has been reset. The dogs have been walked. The dogs have been fed. I'm still getting a couple of drop frames, but I'm hoping it's okay. So I'm just going to see how things go. It's an improvement over where it was. Oh, and Wolf, hi there. I hope it works this time. It's at the moment it's working better than it was. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Because I would love to get through some encounters, honestly. I just want to get closer to getting this shiny. So I'm hoping this goes better. But thank you to everyone for coming back as well, because that was quite a long break that I took just then because of the technical issues. So I do appreciate that. Thank you. I think you're right, Jilly. I think resetting the Wi-Fi helped definitely, because it was atrocious before, absolutely atrocious, and it just came on all of a sudden, and I can't remember it ever happening that bad so suddenly. And Draven, good to see you. It seems to be better, definitely. It was I don't think it's perfect right now, but this is a massive improvement on what it was. It wasn't streamable before. There was massive lag. I couldn't tell what was happening on the screen. It was just really bad. It was unplayable. And it seems better. So thank you. Jilly, you're going back to shiny hunting Palkia. Oh, you were just playing some Bonanza while you were away. Nice. I haven't played that. I do want to play Donkey Kong Bonanza. It does look really fun. I'm just not sure when I'll have time. What I'll probably do is try and pick that up second hand a little later when the price comes down. I do like getting games second hand because I can generally get them a bit cheaper. And I'm not in a rush to play it. I do want to play it, but I'm happy to wait on Donkey Kong Bonanza. But it does look amazing. I love the idea that you could just destroy the environment. It looks pretty cool. But good luck on shiny hunting Palkia. I hope that goes well. Jilly says even the doggos were laggy. They were laggy doggos. I agree. Yeah, it was everything. It definitely... Yeah, just everything was just frozen. And then every now and again I'd get a couple of frames and then it would just be back to being frozen. And I would not have wanted to have caught the shiny while it was doing that. So, I've been waiting for the shiny for 2 months and I would not have wanted to have found the shiny when it was doing that. Tempest, hi there. Haven't had it lag again, right? So I haven't had any error messages since starting this stream that I started, a couple of minutes ago. But I don't want to jinx it. So it's definitely an improvement over what it was happening last time. Oh, and Jilly, you're almost close to beating Donkey Kong Bonanza, and it does feel worth the price. No, I can definitely imagine that. Definitely imagine that. It's just I've bought a few things recently. Ooh, there's a bit of lag there. There's a bit of lag there. I didn't like that. We'll see how it goes. And I can just see a couple of drop frames came up just then. So that wasn't great just then. I'm going to be a little bit worried on this playthrough, I'm going to be honest, on this stream, just because of how the last stream went. And I'm hoping that's all it was. I'm not getting any others, but yeah, I just had a few drop frames then, I noticed. Okay, that's not bad. Right, so I mean, if that's the worst of it and it goes back to normal, then I'm okay with that. And Jilly, you've literally been doing just that, destroying all the terrain, and it's so much fun. It does look fun. I've watched a few videos of people playing Donkey Kong, and it does look fun. I like the whenever you find a banana, the little voice clip that plays, and it goes, "Ooh, banana!" It looks like a fun game to play. It really does. So I do want to play that at some point, absolutely. But like I said, I've got so many games I need to play, so I'm not in a rush, but I will be playing that at some point. Let's catch up on chat. So Wolf, sometimes resetting the internet helps. Absolutely, I think that's the best thing you can do if you're having internet issues. Reset the router. Absolutely. For anyone that watches the IT crowd, turning it off and on again, it's usually the right answer, honestly. And Draven, the new Donkey Kong looks like Wreck-It Ralph. Yep, absolutely, in the best way possible. The gameplay and the vibe, yeah. No, I'd agree. I would agree. Which makes sense because it feels like Wreck-It Ralph was inspired by Donkey Kong, so it's nice that. I like it. Luchu, you got some new cards. A full art Kangaskhan and some more Pikas. Very well done. I don't know if I can reach them. I haven't been opening up any new cards, but I did get a brand new binder. Let me show the binder off because I'm quite proud of it. Hold on 1 second. Bear with me. So, hold on. Don't know if I can shiny hunt and show off my new binder, but I've been going through my collection and finding some of my best cards and putting them in a binder, which I've never done before. I've always just had them in boxes, but then seeing Capamon and how Capamon displays their cards, it really made me want a proper binder. Show off my favourite page. Oh, this is a nice page. Look at this. Oh, you can't tell. That light is a problem. Let me turn off the light. Hold on. Oh, this one. I don't think I'll be able to show everything off. But I've been enjoying finding the cards that I like and putting them in a binder. So I hope... It sounds like you've got some good ones, Luchu. I hope you get many more good pulls. Okay, we'll go Turtwig this time. And Jilly, you've avoided spoilers for it, and you're so glad you did. Nice. Okay, yeah. Definitely keep the spoilers out of chat, because it sounds like the game is better if you don't know too much going into it. So I'm hoping I can avoid spoilers, but it's gonna be a year or two before I can play it. So I'm hoping I can avoid spoilers to them. But then, you know, if it does get spoiled, that's kind of my own fault because I am leaving it a long time to play it. Jilly, what's going on with the pooch cam? Yeah, it's zooming in. I can't really do much. Yeah, it sometimes it automatically zooms in and I can't stop it from zooming in. It's yeah, it's obviously detected something interesting, in the plushies, but I don't know what's interesting about the plushies because they are not moving. It's meant to be motion activated. There's no motion, so I don't know why it zoomed in on the plushies. Apologies. Because yeah, Mifa is in the dog bed, but you can't see because it's zoomed in on the plushies. That Fuecoco has seen some things. Oh. Yeah, Fuecoco's got a little bit of a derp face, but that's kind of why I love Fuecoco. I'm a big fan of Fuecoco and I'm a big fan of Clodsire, and both of them have that kind of goofy faraway stare that I kind of like. I'm a big fan of goofy Pokemon. It's why I prefer Koraidon to Miraidon. Like, Koraidon looks like a big goofball, especially when Koraidon just runs around with his legs flailing everywhere. Yeah. And Wolf Bonanza sounds like a really fun game to watch people have fun smashing and destroying things in the terrain and eating all the banana gem stuff. It does, yeah. Yeah, I've watched a few videos by Video Game Donkey, and he seems to be having an absolute blast with it. It does look fun. It absolutely does look fun. And Jilly, maybe there's a ghost. That's what the pooch cam's about. Well, I mean, it is zooming in on the Sinistchar, so I mean that is a ghost type. It could be the Sinistchar causing these issues with the pooch cam. I'm not sure. Okay. Right, let's do Chimchar this time. And Doggy Shorts, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Nope. Well, there is encounter 6,600. So now I need to think about what I'm going to get up to today. I'm probably going to go for another 2.5 hours. So I'm going to try and get up to 6,700. That's the plan. And Luke, thank you. I'm hoping I get the shiny soon. I'm really hoping I get the shiny soon. Jilly, you want to send a clip in the Discord of you doing that. But you don't want to spoil Bonanzas. Yeah, I would be wary of posting a clip. The only thing is how would the clip look as a preview? You know, because obviously if you put underneath it, this is a spoiler. You know, don't watch if you don't want to know what happens in Donkey Kong Bonanza. So that all makes sense. My concern is what if the preview of the video spoils something? So if the preview image where someone who's not clicking on the video, how that looks, if that isn't a spoiler, and so long as you adequately post that this is a spoiler and don't click on it, you know, unless you want to know, then I think that's fine. But yeah, the only thing I'd be worried about is just making sure that how that preview image looks for people, just for people not clicking on the video, how does that look? And if it doesn't reveal any spoilers, and then you put some spoiler tags on it and just explain that this could be a spoiler, then I think that's fine. And it's just you destroying terrain, then it should be fine. Yeah. Then that should be fine, I think. Don't see a problem with that. And Doggy, I mean, I'm doing good, I guess. This is the second time that I'm streaming today, because I had to end the last stream due to technical issues. So, I mean, apart from technical issues, I'm doing wonderfully. but I have had some internet issues today, which hasn't been great. But other than that, I'm doing really well, and I'm hoping you're doing much better. I'm hoping you're having a much better day. So the plan is to do another 99 encounters. Let's get through to 6,700. Fingers crossed. I'll be really happy if we can do that. And that gives us a chance. That gives us a chance to find a shiny. Let's go with this one. Doggy Shorts, you want to change a name on YouTube? Any suggestions? Well, I mean, it should be something that you like, you know. Your name should mean something to you. You know, whatever you want it to be, really. I mean, I think that's a tricky one to ask for advice on. I would say whatever name you're happy with is the right name. As Shakespeare would say, what is in a name? A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So I think the idea is, names don't matter. It's all about the content of your character, is what I would say. So I would choose a name that brings joy to yourself, and then you'll be fine. So, Jilly, the only thing being spoiled would be the bonanzas because you have them all. Okay. So I don't know too much about them. Right. I'm losing track. Let's do a Chimchar. And then we'll do a Piplup next. And Katri, good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome back. Hopefully this stream goes better than the last one. But thank you for coming back. And Wolf, yep, casually throwing around some Shakespeare. There's not much Shakespeare that I can quote, truth be told. But, and I will say that quote from Shakespeare, that comes from me watching the 90s X-Men cartoon. There is a scene where Beast is locked up in jail and somebody comes to talk to him and comments on his name being Beast, but he obviously Beast, if you know about the X-Men, the Beast is not beastly. He looks beastly, but he's really smart and erudite and well-read, just a really eloquent person, which is quite jarring when you look, and he looks like a beast. So that's the whole point. And during a conversation, when someone mentions his name, he then does that exact quote. He says, to quote Shakespeare, what is in a name? A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. The only reason I know that is not because I've read Shakespeare, it is because I used to watch Saturday morning cartoons in the 90s. So don't get too impressed. And Jilly, where in the heck is your pink water dragon? You will get the Palkia, you've just got to keep going. You've just got to keep going, honestly. And Katri, you're playing Pokemon Brick Bronze Randomizer, and you hope you get Pikachu as your starter. Interesting, I've never heard of that one, but I hope it goes well. And Tempest, I think that's right. So yeah, Tempest, the shiny will appear when you look for it the least, Jilly. I think that's good advice, and I think that's probably true. That's probably true. And Jilly, exactly, yeah. Every single shiny that Jilly's got was when they were not actually even expecting it. Yeah, it's very similar with me. I certainly wasn't expecting it when I got the Mewtwo. I was shocked when I got the Mewtwo. Sometimes I feel like, oh, you know, it could be this one, it could be this encounter, and it never is. It's always when you least expect it, for me. And Katri, you've named your character Ash. Very good. I hope you have a good playthrough. And, oh, Jilly, your back hurts. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I had a bit of back problems recently. I had to go get a big, like, supportive cushion just to put behind me, and that has helped quite a lot. So I don't know if you're able to get some kind of support. It might be the way it might be a problem with the chair that you're sat in, and just having an extra cushion or something can help sometimes. Tempest, likewise, my shiny will appear when I'm least expecting it. Ah, right. So this is the problem. I start every stream by saying I've got a good feeling about how this stream's going to go. I've got a feeling we're going to get the shiny, and that's the problem. Clearly, every single stream, I've got a feeling I'm going to get it, and that probably means I'm not going to get it if it's true that you get it when you least expect it. So. I need to start saying I've got a good feeling that I won't get the shiny, and then I'm bound to get it. So maybe next time. Oh, and yeah, Jilly, you got your shiny Dialga literally the last encounter before you had to leave for a meeting. That is crazy. Look, that is crazy. Look, that must have been such a huge boost. And Wolf also agrees with Tempest, yep, that I'm going to get that starter when I least expect it. Yep, it seems to be. Luke, you don't see any pugs right now, do you? No. Oh, wait, one's just appeared. So the pooch cam has finally fixed itself. There we go. Right, so that's Mifa. It is Mifa? Yeah, it's Mifa in the bed. Daruk you can't see. So Daruk is not in a place where the cameras can reach him. If you imagine the bottom pooch camera, he's to the bottom right of that. So yeah, he's off camera. You're not gonna see Daruk until he moves. But Mifa is there. The problem is that the top pooch cam sometimes just zooms in on random plushies for no reason. We're thinking the plushies may be haunted. We haven't ruled that out yet. Katri, no pugs. Where are the pugs? Well, there you go. We've got Mifa. So Mifa's in the bed, snoozing like a snoozy little pooch she is. And Jilly, yeah, the camera that would be on the pugs is being a bit silly. Yeah, I'm thankful that it's now corrected itself. Ooh, that was a bit of a lag. I didn't like that. Okay, we'll see. But yeah, thankfully the pooch cam is behaving itself now. And Tempest, reverse psychology is needed. So what I need to say is, this stream, I'll probably not get the shiny starter, but it will be a step closer. I'm going to be honest, that is very true. None of those things are incorrect. This stream, I'll probably not get the shiny starter. I can very honestly say that. The chances of me getting it in any one stream are very unlikely. But every single encounter I do, at some point I'm going to get it. So every encounter I do, I'm getting closer to that fixed event. I just don't know at what point in time that fixed event is. But I am getting closer, hopefully. Oh, and Doggy, you've got to go. Well, thank you very much for stopping by, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good rest of your day. All right, we'll go for Chimchar. And Katri, time to try for Pikachu? Well, good luck. Good luck. And Wolf, since you're breeding for a shiny Galarian Ponyta, yeah, that's amazing. You're watching the stream while you're hatching eggs. And if you're watching the stream, then having to turn away, you might get it and miss the sparkle. That would be awful. But I mean, at least it is quite a different colour. Yeah, as Jilly says, shiny Galarian Ponyta, it is quite noticeable. So hopefully you won't miss anything. That would be terrible. That would be terrible. And Jilly, you like how we always point out the bad lag. Well, yeah, I mean, it's it has to be pointed out, honestly, because you know, it can't go on. I mean, the worst thing would be for there to be lag when the shiny appears. So I do not want there to be lag when the shiny appears. Now, Jilly, I just saw you say found it. And I haven't read your previous message, but when I first saw found it, I thought that meant that you'd found shiny Palkia. But I'm just reading the previous message, and you probably mean something else. So let's go for a Piplup this time. So your previous message, you can't find your controller thing. I put my Joy-Cons on that you used to play with one hand, so you can use the other two. Interesting. Okay, I'm not aware of that. But now you found it, which makes sense. I was hoping you'd found shiny Palkia though. And Daruk is moving and he's making himself comfortable in the bed on the floor. And Wolf, yes, at least you can check in the boxes to see if you've missed it. Yeah, it's not like a soft resetting where if you miss it, it's gone forever. In an egg hunt, they're all there, aren't they? You've got to hatch them all. And then you can always check. Oh, we're zooming in on nope, we're not. We're going back out again. There we go. And Jilly, if you found the shiny Palkia, you would be freaking out. I would freak out for you as well. That would be pretty awesome. That would be pretty awesome. We'll do Turtwig this time, and we'll see how we go. Let's go Turtwig. And Jilly, you saw one of my shorts earlier in your shorts feed. It was the Puppuccino one. Yeah, I think that's the one that's got the most views. That's the most recent one, and that's had more views than I've ever had on my channel. I like that one. I saw someone else doing that video on TikTok, so I've just borrowed the audio from that. So that is so I will say none of my shorts with like the audio and stuff is original audio. It's all things I found on TikTok. But I do think it's really funny. And Daruk absolutely loves a Puppuccino. He did not want to give that up. Angeli, you thought that one was so silly you recognised the pug immediately. That's nice. I like that you can recognise the pugs. That's really nice. And Katri, it sounds like you've been dealing with some lag on your tablet, but luckily you saved before you got kicked. That's good. That is good. Jilly, I should give him one today if I can. I won't be doing that, but I will say it is Daruk's birthday on Tuesday, and I think he would enjoy a Puppuccino on his birthday. So it's very likely he'll get one on Tuesday, but not today. He's had, both of my dogs have had their breakfast, their lunch, and they've had their evening meal now. And they've had the little dog treats as well. So they've had all the food they're going to have today. But yeah, on his birthday he will get one. And if Daruk gets one, then I would imagine Mifa will have to get one as well. Because usually when I do those videos, Daruk gets a little bit and then Mifa gets a little bit, but Daruk just had the whole thing. There was nothing left. So Mifa missed out when I did the Puppuccino video. It was just Daruk that got the Puppuccino. So I do feel that Mifa needs to get one as well. So I may end up doing another video, but just with Mifa having it. We'll see. Let's go Turtwig. And Jilly, they're so sleepy they didn't even react to the word treat. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, treat isn't a word they react to so much. The words they react to the most are WALK and PARK. Those two words they go crazy for. Sometimes if I say, oh wait, what happened there? What did I go for? Turtwig, no, that's not shiny. Yeah, those are the two that they really know. So yeah, they're okay with the word treat. And Katri, you got Gengar before Pikachu. Okay. Well, I hope you get the Pokemon you want. I hope you do get the Pikachu. And Ohiso, good to see you. Welcome back. And apparently it's shiny time. I like the sound of that. I do hope it's shiny time. Katri, say P-A-R-K. P-A-R-K. I'm not saying that word. It's yeah, that will get them worked up. And I don't mind getting them worked up if it leads to something. So if it leads to them going to the PARK, I'm okay with that. But I don't want to disappoint them. I don't want to say it and then... Because they are not going to the PARK now. It's 5:30 in the afternoon. I really want to do these encounters. And yeah, they're not going. So I don't want to make them think that they're going. Deb, yeah, no problem if you want to join later. No problem, sir. That's no problem. And you can't get enough of this anime visual. Very cool. That sounds very cool. I hope you enjoy. Check Discord you just send. Hold on, let me look. This is not real. Oh yeah, it looks. Yeah, it looks very impressive. Looks very impressive. Would you get them worked up for Pokemon Go? So whenever I do Pokemon Go, I do tend to take the dogs with me. So, but then I would then say WALK, because we don't always go when we go for a WALK, which we do every single day, a couple of times a day. We don't always go to the PARK. The PARK is a little further away, and that's for special occasions when I've got extra time and it hasn't been raining in the last 2 days. Because if they go to the PARK and it's been raining recently, they turn from white pugs to pitch black, muddy balls of energy. It's just chaos. It's not the worst thing in the world, but there's a lot of cleanup afterwards if they go to the PARK after it's been raining. So they don't go to the PARK every day, but they do go for a WALK every day. So in that sense, they do get excited for Pokemon Go, but they just don't know that it's for that. Okay, that's not shiny. And Wolf, he will not be tricked. Yes, the pugs should not be tricked. I agree. And Jilly, they are muddy. They can be muddy little pups. Yeah. And yes, muddy balls of energy. Yeah, it does accurately describe them. I will say, they do enjoy getting muddy. I wish they didn't, but they really do enjoy it. So I probably should let them. I probably should let them go in the rain and in the mud more often. Because yeah, they do. It does seem to energize them. They do get very excited. But I mean, Mifa especially, she gets so filthy because her legs are shorter. She's closer to the ground, so she just seems to kick up more mess onto her, and she will often just collapse onto the floor and just not roll around, but just collapse and just drag herself on the floor for no reason. Sometimes she'll do that when she's tired, but sometimes she just does it. I think she does it because in the kitchen in our house we've got stone floors, which when she flops down and just puts her belly on the floor, that cools her down a lot. So I think she has associated a way to cool down is to just spread your legs and spread all of your arms and legs as wide as possible and just flop yourself on the floor. And she just does that when we're on walks sometimes, and she just gets so filthy. She gets so filthy. But I mean, she enjoys it. And Jilly, I've just seen what you've sent on Discord, and that is very, very accurate. I'm glad our PARK isn't quite as bad as that, but that would be my dogs, yes. Maybe not Daruk. That may well be Mifa. But that dog does look like it's having the time of its life. Lost track of what I was doing. Let's do a Piplup. And just like that, I didn't even notice Mifa's got down. So where is Mifa? Oh, Daruk has moved. So Daruk is the one that you can see on the screen, and Mifa, you can just see her feet sticking out at the bottom. That is not shiny. So I will say, these shiny hunts, they get trickier with Piplup the later in the day. Because you'll notice that Piplup, it's starting to look more shiny, but that is because of the way the light works, and the light changes as each hour goes by in these games. But yeah, that was not shiny. But if it had looked like that and it was like 11 a.m, I'd be thinking that is definitely a shiny. And Jilly, I agree, dogs are the best. Wolf, mud baths can help them cool down. Yeah, definitely. And maybe repel bugs. That's interesting. Like other animals who roll in the mud. I didn't realise that. So I knew that rolling in the mud was a thing, but it never occurred to me why it might be a thing. But that does make sense. And Jilly, you have a big smile on your face from hearing about Mifa's escapades. Yes. I mean, I do as well, just thinking back as well. She's a funny dog. They're both funny dogs, honestly. But then I think every dog has got their own personality. Every dog has got its own little quirks and things like that. Like, I used to think that Daruk was... fairly normal. And it wasn't until we got Mifa, and then I started to notice how very different they are, personality-wise, And I will say that Daruk has become a little bit more like Mifa, and Mifa has become a little bit more like Daruk as they've grown up, but they are still very different dogs. And it never occurred to me that there would be that much of a difference in personality between that. And that's probably naive of me, because these are my first two dogs I've ever had. But yeah, I when we got Mifa, then it really brought home how different Daruk was to Mifa. And it made me appreciate all of Daruk's unique quirks, which I just thought of as just, oh, that's just probably what a dog always does. But no, it's, I don't know. It's hard to describe. And Jilly, you should check Mewtwo. Well, I hope you get a Mewtwo. Jilly, remind me again, what game are you hunting Mewtwo in? Because you're hunting Palkia in Shining Pearl. So where are you hunting Mewtwo again? I forgot. Right, let's do a Piplup. Let's see. I've got a feeling we may have just done a Piplup, but you can never have too many Piplups. Nope. We'll go on to the next one. Oh, Jilly, you're doing it in Let's Go Pikachu. Well, good luck. Good luck. Yeah, I did that. It's a tricky one, but it is well worth it. Well worth it when you get it, definitely. And I hope you've got a Master Ball ready. Or failing that, I hope you've got... Oh, I mean, have you done a trial run to make sure you can beat the Mewtwo? Because I have heard of someone who spent all the time trying to find the shiny Mewtwo, found it, but then only had special attackers, and then Mewtwo kept using Amnesia and then recovering, and you've only got a very small time limit to beat the Mewtwo before it runs away. And you do. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Jilly. Good. And Wolf, animals can roll in mud to get rid of bugs and help them cool down as far as you think. That makes a lot of sense. That definitely makes a lot of sense. Right, I just did Piplup, so we're going to do Turtwig this time. And Wolf, they are, yeah. And it is kind of like people who you kind of you kind of adopt their mannerisms a little bit. Because like I say, Daruk used to be very calm and patient around food. An example of that would be if we'd be having an ice cream and we would offer it to Daruk, he would very, very calmly just take a few licks, and he was very, very calm. But when Mifa came around, and Mifa was a puppy, whenever we would have an ice cream, Daruk would do his very calm licks, and Mifa would just bite the whole thing and just take the entire ice cream. So Daruk would get nothing. So that, I think, taught Daruk that doing nice, cute, calm licks doesn't get you anywhere when you've got another dog nearby. So now Daruk no longer does very calm licks. He's figured out, he's just copied Mifa, and so now he just chomps at it. But he never used to be like that. It's only because he's learnt it from Mifa, obviously. And there's a few of Daruk's behaviours that Mifa's picked up as well that Mifa never used to have. But yeah, they are like people. And so Jilly, you're doing it in Let's Go Pikachu. Nice. And Katri, you've got Let's Go Eevee. You wanted Pikachu, but your grandpa didn't get it. I mean, I would say they're both really good games, but I would say Eevee's the better game, honestly. I think Eevee has got the better move pool. I can't remember what the version exclusives are, but they're both really good games, so don't feel bad about having one or the other. They're both really good. Jilly, your plan is to paralyze Mewtwo so that you're faster than it. Yep, nice. And Wolf, yeah, Mifa taught him not to be patient anymore. Yes, she did. Yes, she's taught him some very poor manners, I would say. Daruk used to be a really well-behaved, calm pup. And he still is, but he's just not as calm now. Because, yeah, he's just... he's picked up a few things from Mifa, which is fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. And Shadow, good to see you. Welcome to stream. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing really well. We're going to do another 80 encounters, Shadow. So we're going to do up to encounter 6,700, assuming that the stream holds up. I have had technical issues today. I'm hoping the stream holds up. It's been going okay so far, this one, but I don't want to jinx anything. Jilly, Pikachu is stronger with less moves, but Eevee is weaker but has more move options. Yes, yeah. Some of Eevee's moves are so good. Like the attacking moves that also put up like reflect, or some of Eevee's moves are just really good, definitely. Oh, and Mifa's just gone into the bed as well. Aww. Hiso, you've hit 3,100 resets for Arceus this morning. You are getting there. You're definitely getting there. And I cannot emphasize enough how awesome a shiny Arceus would be. I definitely want to do that at some point. I don't know if it'll be on this playthrough, but I definitely want to do that. Jilly, you're going to eat some goldfish. I'm assuming that you mean goldfish crackers, right? I've seen those on American TV. I'm assuming you don't mean you're going to eat some actual fishies. I don't think we get goldfish crackers in the UK. So my only experience of them is from some... I'm sure I've seen people eating them on TV shows that I've seen, I think. Angela, you have both of the Let's Go games. Yeah, me too. I got Pikachu first, and I got Eevee second hand, and I'm really glad I did, because yeah, Eevee's adorable. I love both of the games. I know sometimes it can sound silly just to buy both versions of the game because essentially it is the same game, but I mean the amount of time that I've spent playing both of those games, you know, I've put a lot of hours into both of those games, so I feel like I've got my money's worth. And Jilly, Eevee even has moves that heal it. Yeah. I think Eevee's move pool is so good. So good. And it took me a very long time to realise that all of Eevee's moves are based on the typing of the evolutions that it can have. So it's got a fire, water, electric move. It's got a grass, ice, psychic, dark, and fairy move. So each one of its special moves that you get from the move tutor are based on one of its evolutions, which I don't know why I didn't notice that before, but I thought it was a nice touch. And Jilly, monkey see, monkey do. Yep, that is very apt, I would say. And Jilly, you do, so they are goldfish crackers, but you do actually know someone who likes pretzel goldfish. Interesting. And Wolf, so the tagline, or the way that goldfish crackers are advertised is that it's the snack that smiles back. That's nice. I like that. I had never heard that before. So yeah, that's quite nice. I like that. It's a nice way to sell them. And Jilly, you got them, so you didn't need people to help you with the decks. Yep, that's a nice thing as well. I think I managed to fill out the decks just by using Pokemon Go, which I thought was amazing at the time. And I think that's why I only got one copy at the time. So I just got Pikachu. It took me ages to get Eevee. And I'd always wanted it, but I never thought it was worth it because I had already completed the decks by using Pokemon Go. And it was just the same game, so I thought, it's not really worth it. But then I just caved and got it, and I'm so glad I did, because I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. It's nice to have the option. And Jilly, now that you have Brilliant Diamond, you might get the charm. Yeah. It's what is it? The shiny charm in these games is it's a weird one, isn't it? because it doesn't really do an awful lot. It does improve the shiny odds for eggs, but to my knowledge that's the only thing it does. So it doesn't increase any other shiny rates, which is a bit of a shame, I feel. But it's better than nothing. Oh, and Jilly, you think it has a bug move but not a bug evolution? Oh, okay, then I might be wrong. I didn't remember Eevee having a bug move. When you say it has a bug move, so I'm talking about the special moves that you learn from the move tutor in the Pokemon centers. So are you saying that the move tutors in the Pokemon Center that teaches your partner Pokemon all of the special super moves, one of them can teach a bug type move to Eevee? I didn't know that, because if that is true, then my theory that it's all of those moves are based on evolutions, obviously that's not true. But I didn't realise that, if that's the case. And Wolf, that's the sing-song at the end of the Goldfish Crackers commercials. There you go. That makes sense. And Jilly, yeah, so it's got a Buzzy Buzz move for Eevee that's bug. There you go, I didn't realise that. So yeah, so ignore what I just said. It's not true. It's not true. Yeah, apologies for that. So yeah, it's not based on evolutions. Right, I think I did Piplup. We'll do Turtwig here. So Ohiso, you think that the closest equivalent for the British would be those cheese bite baked snacks? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, is that? I think yeah, I know what you mean. Actually, are they the Jacobs? The Jacob, or are they Jacobs? Oh, I'm not sure actually. I can't remember what they're called. But yeah, I do. I can picture. Yeah, I can picture the kind of like baked, cheesy little mini cracker type things, and they are nice. They are nice. I think they are by Jacobs, but I can't remember the brand. I can't remember the actual name of the product. And Jilly, you may. Oh, and you know some of your friends in the UK have had pretzel goldfish. There you go. See, I haven't. I mean, yeah, I haven't seen them, but then I don't always go down the biscuit and cracker aisle of the supermarket. I do sometimes skip that aisle. And Katri, Miltank has traumatized you. Oh no. Sorry to hear that. I do remember when I played Pokemon Silver that Whitney's Miltank with rollout was a bit of a problem. I do remember that. And Ohiso, it doesn't affect static encounters and the Poke Radar. But Ohiso thinks it affects the eggs and wild. I did not know that it affected wild. I wasn't sure that it did. I'm going to be honest, I thought it was just eggs. But again, I have been wrong in the past. In fact, I've been wrong in the past 10 minutes. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure I would believe what I've got to say. Let's go. So we've just done oh, that didn't reset. We've just done Turtwig. Draven, the blue cow was a pain. That's Miltank's shiny. Is Miltank shiny blue? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, I'd forgot about that. And Shadow, your over odds for the shiny Safari Zone on Leaf Green and Soul Silver. You've just got to keep going. You've got to keep going. You will get it eventually, honestly. let's go for Chimchar this time. And yeah, I don't know what to say about the whole chat thing. That's a tricky, because that's the problem with talking on the internet. Because you know, when you type, you know how you want it to come across, but when other people are reading that, all of that nuance and intent and all that hidden meaning is lost. All other people reading. Oh, whoa, that was a crash. My Switch 2 just crashed. That wasn't good. But yeah, that's the problem with any kind of online communication where it's written. You know, you can write something down and you can mean it one way, but for someone else, they could read it another way if there's any ambiguity. So it's always going to be tricky. I hope everyone is able to stay respectful and friendly. But yeah, I think that's the problem with. I think that's the problem. That's one of the main problems with just texting and just writing in general. Especially texting, where you're kind of condensing words into just a few. Condensing it down into just a few words. It's easy for a few words to be misinterpreted. Because, you know, the same sentence said in a different tone can mean completely different things. Wolf has just said it's harder to tell how a sentence or words are interpreted. Exactly. And that's the thing. You know, when you're actually speaking, you can change the tone of your voice. You can change. There's ways of talking that make it very clear what you mean when you use the words. But when you write, that nuance, that potential change in tone, you know, you may mean it in a certain way, but it's impossible for everyone to take it in the way that you mean it sometimes, because everyone's going to read things in different ways. I think it's always worth, just before you hit send, always just think, is there any way that what I'm writing could be misinterpreted? That's all I would say. But it's not a big deal, I would say. It's hopefully something to think about. And Luke, give me the shiny monkey. I would love the shiny monkey. I'd love the shiny penguin. I love little shiny turtle guy. All of them. I'd be happy with anything, honestly. We've got another 72 encounters left for today. I'm going to say, I don't think we're going to get it. Do you hear that, shiny gods? I don't think we're going to get it. So, if you want to prove me wrong, I'm not going to say no, but I don't think we're going to get it. So, what do you say to that? What do you say to that? And let's see what they say to that. If this works, I'm going to end up saying it every single time. Darn it. It's gonna happen when we least expect it. And Jilly, so it seems that Eevee does only have the move types that the Evolutions have. There you go. That's the thing. I didn't realise it until I think it was until my second playthrough, and then I noticed it, because when I first played through, I remember thinking this is a strange selection of moves, and it wasn't until I did it again that I twigged that it's because those are its evolutions, and that's a nice way of doing it. I feel. So yeah, they're both really good games. I don't know what the thoughts are between Pikachu's moves, the types of moves Pikachu gets. So I haven't been able to figure out a rhyme or reason behind Pikachu's moves. But yeah, I think that's how Eevee's moves work in Let's Go. Mifa is vacating the bed. Off she goes. We'll do Turtwig. We'll do Turtwig. Let's see. Shadow, you just want to find a shiny. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. You've been searching for a while in the Safari Zone. I know. I mean, I just hope that when the shiny appears, you know, it stays in the ball. More than anything, I just hope that. So just, I've got everything crossed for you. I hope you do get it. Katri, no Pikachu just yet. Well, keep going. You will get it. Honestly, you will get it. And Ohiso, emojis can help mitigate stuff like misinterpreting words. That makes sense. Yeah. So 2 examples. Wow, bad shiny hunter, winking emoji, which would be joking. Wow, bad shiny hunter. Without that, can sound a bit blunt. Yeah, I get that. I completely get that, and that's a good example. That's yeah, that's a better example than my 10-minute rambling trying to explain the nuance. So yeah, that's well explained, Ohiso. And Ohiso, emojis are vital nowadays in social chats. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, you're probably not far wrong there. Does seem the safest way. And Ohiso, imagine if Tim Apple hadn't invented the internet, we'd all have to shiny hunt alone. There you go. So if you take that sentence out of context, you would think that was utter gibberish. But I know you're joking. Because there's quite a lot going on in that sentence. Because I'm assuming the Tim Apple is a reference to a famous misnaming by a certain political figure of the current CEO of Apple. And a perhaps common misconception over who actually invented the internet. So I'm assuming, yeah, that's what it was. Okay, what did we go for last time? I think it was Turtwig last time. We'll go Chimchar this time. Let's see. No, I mean, not that I was expecting a shiny that time. I mean, shiny gods, just so you know, I wasn't expecting a shiny that time. And I didn't even notice Mifa had got back into the bed. She's very restless, just getting in and out of the bed constantly. And Ohiso, yeah, so we had to read so far into that to find the context. The English language is so simple. Emojis are the DLC. Wow, we're getting philosophical right here. I like it. Interesting. And punctuation is the forced update. Oh my gosh. There you go. It's a nice way of looking at it. And I haven't heard anything like that before. So it's a nice perspective. Katri, should you get the Pichu? Yeah, if you want Pikachu, then surely if you get the Pichu, it'll evolve into the Pikachu. So yeah, I'd go for the Pichu every time. If you can get it. If you want the Pikachu, then go for Pichu. And Jilly, your deep clean is tomorrow. Interesting. Your place will finally be clean because your ADHD prevents you from cleaning if it's too messy. Oh my gosh. But that sounds great. That sounds great. Yeah. Our place needs that. It's all about just finding the time to do it. But yeah, our place needs that. I feel like I need to buy a new Hoover as well, because we've got one of those cordless shark vacuums, but the last time I used it, there was so much of the house I needed to Hoover. I used it for so long that I think I may have burnt out part of the motor. It still works, but whenever I use it since, it makes such a deafening screech of a noise. It sounds like something must be rubbing on something that was not rubbing on it before. So I feel like I've kind of burnt out a part, and that means more friction is going on. So I mean, it still works, but I just don't know for how long. Which makes me think I think I need another Hoover for like just the day-to-day stuff, and then I can use the cordless one for the bits that the normal Hoover can't reach. So I do think I need to buy a new Hoover. A deep clean sounds like something that I need to do in my house as well. And Katri, so Pichu evolves with high friendship, yeah. Through happiness or friendship, says Wolf, yeah. I mean, that'll be nice. I like Pokemon that evolve through friendship because that's part of the journey. So I mean, that would be more of a reason to pick it for me personally. Oh, and Jilly, that's a good point. So you've got help from a company with this deep clean, but maybe after the deep clean is done, they may end up finding your missing copy of Pokemon Shield. I hope so, but I would also be a bit worried that, you know, a Switch cartridge is probably just the right size to go up a Hoover. I'd be very worried about that. But it is more important to have a clean living space than worry whether something that you've already lost goes missing. So just ignore what I just said there. It's more important for it to be clean, definitely. Katri, you're just going to keep trying for Pikachu. Well, it's your game. You do whatever you want to do. So you remember losing your DS Mario Kart when you were a teenager? Yeah. I'm trying to think. At the moment, I do not know where my copy of Breath of the Wild is, and that is bothering me, and that's bothered me for a while, because it's my favourite game of all time, and it's not where I think it should be, and I'm trying to think where it could be, and in my mind it's just because these cartridges are so small, so maybe I need to do a clean, because I would like to know where that cartridge is. Oh, and that makes sense actually, Jilly. Yeah, you would notice hoovering up something like that. Now you've said that. Yeah, it would make. Yeah, you'd notice it. You'd be able to see it on the floor. It's not the type of thing you wouldn't be able to see. That's a good point. That is a good point. Right, we'll do Turtwig. Oh, and Jilly, you had a brother that had a DS and left it on the plane. Oh no. Were they able to go back and get it? Because that's terrible. That's... ugh. I can remember I once left my passport on a plane. So, I remember getting on a plane. I just stuck the passport in the pocket in front and then just forgot about it, and then just exited the plane, got all the way to passport control, couldn't find it, and was like, well, I got on the plane in the first place, so I must have had it. I didn't leave it at home. It's I've got on the plane with it, so where is it? And I had to run all the way back to the plane, and I did find it, thankfully. But that was a very long exit from the airport, so thankfully I was able to get it back. But yeah, losing a DS, that's horrible. That is horrible. Right, let's go Chimchar. Tom, Wolf, have you tried retracing your steps on what you were doing when you last had it, JJ? Oh, wait, hang on. You're talking about the Breath of the Wild. I was just trying to remember what I actually lost, because all I could think of was that passport story I just told. No, yeah, Breath of the Wild, I can't remember the last time I had it. It's I mean, it must be in the bottom of a drawer somewhere, or I do have all of my Switch cases stored somewhere, but I'm pretty sure I emptied all of them, and I've definitely found the Breath of the Wild case, and it's not in the Breath of the Wild case. Maybe I just put it in a different case, because I must say I haven't opened up every single one, but they should be empty. I haven't given up finding it, but especially with this Zelda. There's been a Zelda update for the Switch 2, which is kind of making me want to play it again a little bit. But yeah, I must say there are other games I need to play, so we'll see. I will find it eventually, or I'll end up buying it again. It's a game I'd be okay with buying again. I love it that much. I will find it. I will do Piplup this time. Katri, you got Arceus before Pikachu. That is crazy. That is crazy. And so these plain stories are giving you anxiety. Oh no. Bad enough losing something on the bus. Yeah, it's... so long as... what I would say is, so long as you don't... the thing on a plane is just don't put something in the pocket in front of you. The pocket that's really perfectly shaped to place things in, and so it's nice and convenient. I would just say... I think now I always check that pocket before getting out of my seat to exit an aircraft. But it's also made me just not put stuff in there in the first place. So, we'll see. Luke, did they name Turtwig after what the designers stepped on their way to work? Turtwig. Turtwig. Is that it? I see what you did there. I don't know. I would hope that Turtwig's not named for that. It's a turtle with a twig coming out of its head, so surely it's Turtwig. Surely that's it. But we'll see. Jilly, you don't like flying, and Wolf, Breath of the Wild, if it's a physical copy, yeah, exactly, yeah. There's only a few games I've got that are not physical copies. So have I checked the dogs? And Wolf, you hope the dogs didn't eat it? Yeah. I don't think they would do. And if they were to, I think they would chew it first. So it would be a chewed up mess first. And my understanding is that Switch cartridges, they're coated in something to make them very unappealing to be eaten. I might be wrong, but I've heard that, I haven't licked one, but my understanding is if you were to, in fact, I'm not even going to talk about this, I don't want to encourage it, but yeah, I don't think they would have tried eating the Switch cartridge more than once. Deb, are you late? You're never late. You're never late. You're never early. You arrive whenever you mean to arrive, and there's nothing wrong with that. We haven't found the shiny, if that's what you mean. We're still looking for it. We're going to do another 61 encounters, so we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. And Jilly, yeah, exactly, around 60 encounters. So yeah, I'm planning on doing up to 6,700. The stream has been, it's been okay so far. I don't want to say it too soon. I don't want to jinx it because there was horrendous technical issues during the last stream. So I'm hoping this one goes better. And Luke, that's what Gandalf said. Yes, that is a reference. Yeah, a wizard never arrives early or late. A wizard arrives exactly when he means to. I'm pretty sure something to that effect. I don't know word by word, but that's something to that effect, right? That's what I was. Yeah, that is what I was referencing. I do like Lord of the Rings. I do like Lord of the Rings. And no, so do they sound like an ocarina every time they pass gas? No, I haven't noticed anything like that. I think they're all right. Yeah, I'd be surprised. Because I have left the cartridges out on the side before, and they've never shown an interest. I'm not saying it's impossible, I just don't think that's where it's gone. But you never know. Until I find it, you'll never know. So, I'll have a look. Oh, Daruk is barking. Apologies all. Right, we'll go Chimchar. So Katri says it tastes like metal. There you go. I've heard it's a very bitter taste. I've heard they added a very bitter taste to stop kids putting it in their mouths, and I would imagine the same would be true for dogs. And Katri, you have tasted one. Well, there you go. I've heard it doesn't taste very nice. Oh, and someone is at our front door. Someone's just rung the doorbell. Bear with me. I just want to check on the camera. Is it something I need to... Oh, it's DPD. Bear with me. I just want to figure out if my wife is answering that or not. Or do I need to go down? Yeah, that's fine. I think my wife has got it. So there we go. Something's arrived. I think I ordered a Animal Crossing, 2 Animal Crossing glasses and a decanter jug from my Nintendo store. So I think that's what's arrived just now. Part of me does want to run downstairs and have a look and see if that's what's arrived. But oh yeah, and apparently I've just had a message that Nintendo stuff has arrived. There you go. Okay, so I've got some Nintendo merch to open after the stream is finished. Awesome. Right, sorry about that. Right, let's go for a Chimchar. Yes, so the dog barking. So they heard someone was at the door before I did. I did not hear that at all, but Daruk heard it. Daruk heard it. He is more perceptive than I am. And Wolf, you don't want to risk that. Yeah, you shouldn't take. Yeah, you shouldn't taste them. Everything that I've heard is that they are awful, but there's a reason for it, which makes sense. Did anyone research the chance of getting a shiny? Yes, as Ohiso has said in chat, it is 1 in 4,096, Luke. Yep, definitely. So, not great odds. Not great odds. And we're definitely over odds here. But, you know, we're not at double odds just yet. So we'll see. We shall see. Okay, what did we go for last time? I can't remember. We'll do Piplup. Oh, I was not paying attention there. Ooh. Oh, darn it. Oh, I can't tell. Oh, wait, no, that's not shiny. From behind, I could not tell. I could not tell just then. Oof. Right. Oh, no. What's happening here? Jilly, the stream seems a teeny bit laggy. That's unfortunate. Apologies, I've not been paying too much attention at the last minute. I'll keep an eye out. I haven't had any warning messages just yet. But that's not to say that it isn't lagging, because last time it lagged a tiny little bit without warning messages, and then the warning messages came, and then it all kicked off. Okay, here we go. So I'm hoping the lag doesn't go too bad. And Wolf, don't worry, it didn't look shiny to me. Good, good. I'm glad I had that second opinion there. Yeah, when I was looking at it from the back, I could not tell, because I did not see it come out of the Pokeball. I was looking on my phone, just messaging my wife. And then when I turned and looked at the back, it could have been to me. But then when it panned round and you saw it from the front, then I was like, no, that's definitely not shiny. It's the it's the lighting. At this time in the evening, the lighting on the Piplup can make it look very shiny, and the Starly as well. It can make the Starly look quite shiny as well. And Jilly, you saw the doggos lagging. Oh no. Hopefully it's okay. I'm really hoping I can get through to the end of this stream. We'll see. So more people are saying it. So Katri is saying it's lagging. Luke is saying it's lagging, but the audio's fine. That's quite a few people who are experiencing lagging. So that's not good. I mean, so long as it's okay on my end, I'm gonna keep going. Because if it's okay on my end, at least I'm gonna get a good picture of it being shiny or not. Luke, aren't there sparkles in this game when you find the shiny? There are, yes, definitely, but they only sparkle for a few seconds. So if I'm not looking at the screen when the shiny appears or not, then I'll miss it. And yeah, that has happened before, where I've just been like, I've turned my head at the crucial moment and not seen it. Deb, it's not lagging for you. Oh, that's cool. Because yeah, at the moment it's not lagging for me either. I wouldn't know that there are issues. But yeah, do let me know. But yeah, so my wife has just brought the package up so I can see what it is. Oh, I forgot. And I forgot I'd ordered these. So I've not only ordered... Oh, yeah, this is awesome. So I've not only ordered Animal Crossing glasses and like a decanter jug. I forgot. I also ordered an Animal Crossing shirt that is the same design that Tom Nook has in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I don't know if anyone plays Animal Crossing, but if you do... some of these look so awesome. So hold on, if you can see, is that, no, it's not. Well, that's the glass in the box. Right, let's do a... I just want to have a look at one of these first. I'm excited about these. Oh, that looks awesome. Oh, that's not... Oh, I like that. So I've got a... got an Animal Crossing glass. We've got two of those, so we've got a set. Those are pretty cool. And that is not a shiny Chimchar, so we'll go for the next one. Yeah, I'm excited about this. Apologies for the pooch cam. Pooch cam is zooming into Daruk. Oh, and Jilly, your husband got the same shirt. Oh, okay, wait, let me get the shirt out first. Because me and my wife have got matching shirts. So I've got the Tom Nook shirt, and my wife has got the Isabelle Island shirt. So, hold on. So this is the shirt. I have obviously I've not tried it on yet. Hold on, let me just start this up. It's hard to tell. So I am looking forward to wearing that. It looks so cool. So that's the Tom Nook one. And then we've also got the Isabelle one for my wife so that we can match. So that's the design for the Isabelle one. It's hard to tell, I know. But I'm very excited about those. I forgot about those shirts. I forgot about the shirts. Nice one. And let me just have a look at the decanter. Yeah, these are great. And then this is the decanter. Hold on. So that's how it looks. It's like a glass jug thing. Deb, I need to buy a shiny plushie and a new camera after you get the shiny starter. Well, I'm going to get a plushie. So whichever shiny starter we get, I will be getting a... plushie of that. So if we get a shiny Piplup, I'll be getting a Piplup. If we get a shiny Turtwig, I'll be getting a Turtwig. I will not be getting a shiny plushie because they don't make them. At least they're not available on the Pokemon Center website. And that's where I'll be getting them from. But I'm definitely, when I get this shiny, I will definitely be getting a plushie to celebrate, because this has been a journey, honestly. And Wayfarer, hi there. Thank you very much for stopping by, and congrats on getting the shiny Swinub. That was awesome that you got that. I was so pleased you got that. You had to go a little bit over odds, but I'm really glad you got that. I really am. And good luck with the Tropius eggs. Yeah. Because that will be awesome. That will be an awesome shiny. So really good luck for that one. And thank you very much for stopping by. That really means a lot. Thank you. Apologies for the pooch cams. They're zooming in a bit randomly. I can't control the top pooch cams. And Jilly, you also have Wayfarer's stream recommended. Well, I cannot recommend Wayfarer's stream highly enough. Wayfarer does amazing streams. on his like runs of various things. At the moment, Wayfarer's doing a shiny only fossil BDSP run, but also Wayfarer's got amazing long form videos where it kind of like collates all of the shiny journey, and those videos are what got me interested in shiny hunting before. Because I mean, before watching your videos, Wayfarer, I was so intimidated by shiny hunting. The thought of doing something like this would have terrified me before, but seeing you break down how you do it, because you've got a really good way of explaining like all of the probabilities, all of the tips and tricks, and it just made shiny hunting so accessible to me. So I cannot recommend Wayfarer's videos highly enough, honestly. They're really good. I'm just wanting to open up this thing. Bear with me 1 second. Oh, I've just scared my dog. That's way bigger than I was expecting, actually. So this is the... and it's glass as well. The decanter that's Animal Crossing themed. It's a little hard to tell, but that's it. So we've got 2 glasses, a decanter, and matching shirts. So I'm very excited about that. And the pooch cams is going crazy again. Apologies. And Wolf, I am very dedicated to it now. I'm not just dedicated to it, I'm a little bit addicted to it. Like, I could not stream yesterday because I had to take my car for an MOT and I had a few errands I needed to do. So I had no time to stream yesterday, and I missed it. I missed it so much. I was in the back of my mind, I was just thinking, oh, if I had a little bit more time, yeah, I could get in a little bit of a little bit more encountering, and that would just get me that much closer to getting the shiny. And I was just constantly just kind of wishing I was able to do this. So, and yeah, it's yeah, once you start something like this, yeah, you do, I don't know, I do get a bit addicted to it. So yeah, I've been very thankful that I've been able to do it today, because I had a few technical issues earlier today. So I'm glad that it's at least working a little bit now. Apart from the pooch cams, which Jilly, yeah, why is the pooch cam zoomed in? I have no idea what that pooch cam is zooming in on at the moment. It's just the chair. I have no control over it. I do apologise. It's looking very weird. Alright, let's go for a Piplup this time. And thank you very much, Wayfarer. I do appreciate it. How is the shiny hunting coming along? It's oh, we haven't found it yet, but I'm getting closer. I mean, I must be getting closer. I've got through, I think, I can't remember what I started the stream on today. Because I've had technical issues, OBS kept dropping frames, and I basically had to reset my PC. That didn't help. Then I had to reset the router and then start the stream again, kind of. So I've kind of lost track with how many encounters I've done today. But I'm going to do another 50 and then leave it there. So I'm going to, get up to 6,700. It's not, obviously I haven't got it yet, but I can still remember how slow the process was on the Switch one when I first started this hunt. So even though it's taking longer, it still feels like it's going much, much faster now, because each reset is just so much quicker on the Switch 2. So even though I've gone over odds, and I obviously have gone over odds a little bit, not massively, but just a little bit, it doesn't feel that bad. So I'm okay with it. Yes, and as Jilly says, technology has not been nice to me today. Yes, I would agree with that. Technology has not been my friend today. And usually it's been fine. Today has been unusual. And I honestly don't know what's happening with that pooch cam, so apologies. Deb, the pooch cam wants to show similar leaf pattern. Oh, between the shirt as well. Yeah, it is very similar to the shirt I've just got, isn't it? I hadn't thought about that. Wayfarer, OBS is a wonderful resource, but man, sometimes it's difficult. I know, I saw what happened. I think it was the swine upstream just before the one where you actually got it, where you wanted to do just another 10 eggs or another 5 eggs or something like that, and then suddenly it just decided, no, that's enough. You know, it just, you know, OBS just sometimes it just decides to just down tools and decides to just do maybe 1 frame per minute. That's pretty much what happened to me earlier today. And there's not much you can do. You just got to let OBS have, you know, throw its toys out of the pram and just let it calm down. And then when it's ready, it'll work again. Okay, I keep losing track. Right, we'll do Piplup though. Yeah, I mean, the pooch cams really are rubbish. Because at the moment, Mifa is in the dog bed. So if Pooch Cams was behaving, the top one, you'd be able to see Mifa just chilling out and having a lovely time in the bed. But it is not cooperating. And Wayfarer, exactly, yeah. Things will work 9 times out of 10, but then the one time it doesn't work, it really doesn't work. Yeah, I agree. And Luke, no problem at all. We'll catch you later. And Jilly, that is my motto. If ever I lose track, when in doubt, choose Piplup. That's my thoughts. That is my thoughts exactly. I'd be happy with any starter, but the one that I not so secretly am hoping to get is Piplup. And Katri, you love Pokemon, and this is the best run ever. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you get your Pikachu that you're hoping for. You will get it. I'm sure you'll get it. And Deb, you're right. The motto is, when in doubt, choose Piplup. Exactly. It's a motto I try to apply in real life as well. I haven't found many applications for it, but one day it's going to come in. One day it's going to be relevant. So we've got another 47 attempts. That pooch cam is not going to correct itself, is it? Let me just wave something in front of it and let me see if that corrects it. So if I just do that, there we go. I have to waggle something in front of it. I don't know why I hadn't thought of that before. There you go. Okay, so now that is Mifa that you can see, and you can see that Shinx is still around. So, this is encounter 6,654. Once again, I have forgotten. We were just talking about me forgetting, and I have forgotten, so apologies. But we'll do Piplup. Oh, and Wayfarer, you wanted to ask, did I manage to get a Pro controller for the Switch 2? You just started using one, and it's wild how much better it feels than the Joy-Cons. Interesting. I haven't, but that's because I really enjoy. Well, I've got like 2 Pro controllers for the Switch 1, so they still work. So I'm happy with the Switch 1. But I do know, and I have noticed, it is a bit annoying that I can't turn on the Switch 2 with the Switch 1 Pro controller. So pressing home button does not switch the Switch 2 on. So I have to manually get up, press the Switch 2 power button to turn it on, and then I can use the Switch 1 Pro controller. And I can just about deal with that. So yeah, I'm okay with the Switch 1 Pro controller. But when this starts to go wrong, I'm definitely going to get the Switch 2 one as the next one, definitely. Because I really like the Pro controllers just in general. I love the Switch 1 Pro controller. I can imagine the Switch 2 one. From what I've heard, it's even better. I've heard that the control sticks are very, very smooth. Like the rotation that you have in them is really, really good. And you also get those bonus buttons on the back that you can kind of program to things. I'm not sure how I'd use them, but I'm sure I would find a use for them. And just being able to turn on the system, which I think is a really big quality of life thing. I don't understand why it doesn't work on the Switch 1 Pro controller. It feels like that could be programmed in, but hasn't been, which is I'm a bit annoyed about that. But yeah, when I use the Joy-Cons in the Joy-Con grip, the control sticks do feel really good. So I am impressed. I'm impressed in general by the Switch 2. I think the way it feels, or everything about it, I'm really impressed with. I can imagine that the Switch 2 Pro controller is just as nice. And wait for so you only use the Joy-Cons on the Switch 1, so you never. Right, I get you. Yeah. Then I would definitely. That makes a lot of sense. The Pro controller is a massive improvement on the Joy-Cons in general, I think. And the Pooch Cams has gone crazy again. Let's get the reconfiguring jug. Is that going to work? Oh, there we go. The reconfiguring jug has worked. Now we can see again. Apologies. This stream is held together by goodwill and hope and super glue. It's a very shoddy stream. Apologies all. And Jilly, Austin John injured himself on the Switch 2 Pro controller. I think I remember hearing about that actually. I think it was because the difference in size is very, very slightly differently sized to the Switch 1 Pro controller. I think that was the issue, wasn't it? But I think they're both really good. I absolutely love the Pro controller. I think it's my favorite. It's my favorite controller. I think the only issue is I just wish it was different colors. And that's just my longing for Nintendo consoles to look the way that they looked in the 90s. I used to love how colourful Nintendo consoles used to be, and I yearn for them to go back to that. I mean, even with the Switch 2, they kind of changed up the Joy-Cons, but it was only ever the casing that changed. The buttons were always black, and I long for them to have, different coloured buttons, like in the Super Nintendo, like in the N64, like in the GameCube. They were so colourful, and it might be something the way that my brain works, but whenever I play a game and I see a button prompt come up and it'll say press the Y button, I can never remember which one it is, but whenever I play a game and it says press the Y button and it's like, and the Y button is shown to be green, and on my controller that button is green, I instinctively know where it is. There's something wrong with my brain that it works better with coloured buttons on a controller, like the way that Nintendo used to do it. I don't know what's wrong with my brain that it works like that, but there's something in me that when I see a completely black console, it does make my heart go down a little bit. I'm someone who really loves colours. So I'm really hoping that they do more with colours going forward. I don't know if they will, but I would eat it up. I would definitely buy it. Katri says, what do you call a fish that can't see? And then Ohiso says, fish. Because it has no eyes. Okay, sorry, I didn't get it. I didn't get it until just now. Okay, that's a good one, Katri. That's a good one. Well done. Yeah, I like that. No Chimchar, sadly. Well, we got 42 more attempts for the evening. Oh, and Pooch Cams has gone wrong. We'll use the corrective jug to mess with it up. Get out. Whee. There we go. And Mifa is still there. Ooh, that's an interesting one, Jilly. So when you finally get your shiny Palkia, which, good luck by the way, you're going to make it a mission to get every shiny Pokemon that can Mega Evolve before Legend ZA. That sounds awesome. Yeah. That would be a really good, thing to hunt for. So yeah, good luck with that. I think what's going to happen with me is that I'm going to be continuing this playthrough right up until Legend ZA comes out, and then when it does come out, I'm going to have to put a little bit of a pause on this run. I'm hoping that I've at least got the starter by then. There's no guarantee, but I am really hoping I've got it by then. But there's no way I'm going to finish this run by then. So I'm going to have to place a hold. But then as soon as it does come out, I'm going to be playing it and I'm going to be enjoying it thoroughly. I can't wait for it. And Jilly, the joke is actually what you call a fish with no eyes. I think it works both ways. A fish that can't see, then you've got to think about why can't it see. I think it works both ways. And Ohiso, just so you know, there's a full-on society that has been created within the chat now. There are kings, jesters, and peasants. Oh my gosh. Where do I fit into all that? Am I a peasant? I'm okay with being a peasant. Katri is stealing food from the store and running, so there are now thieves in the society. My gosh. And I thought we were all civilized. And Jilly, you've already got your Charizard ready. Perfect. But that does sound fun. I think that sounds fun. Trying to get all of the trying to get shiny Pokemon for all the ones that can Mega Evolve sounds really good. Oh, I think I did Turtwig twice in a row there. I didn't mean to do that. And Saley, welcome back. I hope you had a good sleep. Sleep schedule's a mess. I know that feeling. I hope you're able to catch up on sleep. Sleep is important. And Cloud Taps, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Katri, I'm the god. Ohiso, I'm essentially the religious figure, I think. Yes, you own and run everything. Even the king bows down to you. Oh my gosh. You guys are going to give me a big head here, definitely. And Wayfarer Peasant Life. Yeah, I think I'd be happier. I think I'd be happier with a Peasant Life, honestly. That sounds like too much responsibility. Religious leader, personally. And Cloud Taps, we are going to have 6666 soon. That's got to mean something, surely. Surely. Okay, right, so yeah, I definitely did Turtwig, so we'll do Chimchar now. Jilly, your next goal is going to be Ralt after Palkia. Shiny Mega Gardevoir is such a beauty. Interesting. I am rubbish with Mega Evolutions. I think I've said this before. I never really played Generations 5, 6 or 7, so I have a very limited knowledge of Mega Pokemon that comes entirely from the very end of the Let's Go games. So I don't know what Mega Gardevoir looks like, but I will say that Shiny Ralts and Shiny Gardevoir are awesome shinies, so that sounds good to me. I can imagine that Shiny Mega Gardevoir looks pretty awesome. And Raiden, that's cool, you've still got your DS and 3DS games from a while back. They must be fun to revisit, definitely. And thank you very much, Wayfarer. Yeah, I wouldn't say I have the patience of a saint. I wouldn't say that, but I would say I do think. Yeah, I mean, I do think I'm fairly patient. But I mean, I would also say that I am kind of enjoying it. I mean, I'm not saying that when I do find the shiny, I'm going to miss resetting, because I definitely won't. But like when I could not stream yesterday, I mean, I was missing not being able to do this. I've been looking forward to doing this all week. I've had such a busy week at work, and I do sometimes stream after work, but I can only ever do that for a couple of hours. So it never feels like I can get a good long session of trying to find the shiny midweek. So I mean, all week I've been looking forward to this as just a way to unwind from how stressful the week has been. So yeah, it's definitely not unpleasant, even though logically you would think it would be. Just, you know, replaying the same thing over and over again, hitting one button over and over again, and having to correct a auto camera that focuses on random things. There we go. Would get old fairly quickly, you would think. But I don't know. I've just been looking forward to it so much. So yeah, I really don't mind this. I really don't mind this. Oh, and Poochcams is going crazy. I can't stop it. Poochcams just wants to look at Fuecoco. I can't stop it. And that's not shiny. Okay, we are inching ever closer to 6666. So we'll see. And Jilly, good spot. It is. I mean, I don't think I would have known that it was Maple Treeway. Yeah, Treeway. But I knew it was from Mario Kart. I wouldn't have got that. But now you've said it, yeah, I can just picture just riding along. And Wayfarer, I was exactly the same. I knew it was Mario Kart, but I would not have been able to actually pinpoint the track. So well done, Jilly. But as soon as you said it, it is right, isn't it? It sounds right. No chimchar. No chimchar. 36 more goes then. Let's see if we can get the pooch cams to behave. I am enjoying the new Mario Kart, I will say. I haven't had as much time to play it as I would like, but I've been really impressed with the with the game chat features of the Switch 2 and being able to play with family and then having using the camera and seeing their picture, their image above the racer as you're going past. It's I've definitely been enjoying Mario Kart World. I finally got around to reaching Rainbow Road, which was an experience. I adored that. I don't want to give it away for anyone that hasn't played it or was thinking of playing it, but yeah, when you reach Rainbow Road, the journey there and the closing part of that track when you kind of descend back down, it's really special stuff. It's well worth the play. Remember the shortcut right at the start? I don't think I do. I don't think I ever used that shortcut. I'm trying to think now. It's been a while since I've done that one. But I would agree. I think I would agree Mario Kart on the Wii was where Mario Kart peaked for me. That is probably the installment of Mario Kart that I played the most with all my friends. So I would agree that Mario Kart Wii was the best. Oh, and the police, welcome. That's a strange username. I have no idea what's going on in chat, honestly. I have no idea. And Deb, no problem at all. Have a very good night. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest and I'll catch you later. Well, we didn't get it on encounter 6666. I'm sorry, everyone. I was hoping it would be that one. Oh, that's interesting. Cloud Taps. So for you, Mario Kart Wii was the best, and it's essentially your childhood, and you sometimes still play on custom servers from time to time. I didn't even know that was a thing. That sounds incredible. That does sound fun, but I didn't even know that was a thing. Let's see if we can fix the camera again. I've got a feeling that Top Pooch Cam is going to keep doing that non-stop. Jilly, did I see what you said about your Mario Kart World online experience the other day? No, I think I missed that. Did you put that in the chat on the stream, or was that something on the Discord? Because that isn't ringing any bells. So yeah, let me know, because I can't remember. Oh, okay, so it's in the stream chat. I should have seen that then. Can you remind me what it was about? And maybe it'll jog my memory. Because I'm apologies, I can't remember. And CloudTap, so the Mario Kart Wii community still lives. They made their own custom servers, like Retro Rewind and Custom Track Grand Prix. That's awesome. That's really impressive that they're able to do that. That's really impressive. Because things like that kind of worry me sometimes. I mean, less so where you can still always have either single or local multiplayer, but games that have a lot of online features, it does worry me a bit, because those servers, yeah, they won't be there forever, and you know all the good times and all the memories that you have playing online, you only have a small window to make, to take advantage of them before eventually they do go down, which is a shame. Sometimes I wish games were always available in all their forms, but I know that's not possible. Okay, let's go. And Wayfarer, outside of the obvious, like Rainbow Road, which was... Oh, sorry, I missed a message there. Any favourite Mario Kart courses from the Wii? Oh, nice. You were always a fan of Moon View Highway. That's a good one. And Rainbow Road is a good one. I always used to like the one where you bounce around on the big mushrooms to get across the gorge. Was it Mushroom Gorge? Was it? Is that what it's called? The one where you have to bounce a lot. I love those. I love that one. That was absolute chaos. That was definitely my favourite. I would pick that whenever I would have the chance. Oh, and Cloud Taps has said DK Summer and Mushroom Gorge. Yeah, Mushroom Gorge is that's my jam. That is my jam. But DK Summer, yeah, I think that was good as well. Wayfarer, you loved the one with the huge penguins. Yep, Sherbet Land. Yes, that's a good one as well. That is a good one. There were very few non-banger tracks in Mario Kart Wii, I would say. And Ohiso, sorry, I missed that. You're out of here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for stopping by, and I'll catch you next time. Have a lovely rest of your day. And yeah, Mushroom Gorge was popular, although Jilly used to call it Mushroom George. Nice. I like that. I like that. That works. It works. And yeah, I'm sure there's well, I'm certain there's loads of words that I just mispronounce, even to this day. So yeah, do not feel bad. I think there's a good handful of Pokemon that to this day I still just pronounce wrong. So never feel bad about mispronouncing something. I would say as long as people know what you're talking about, that's the main thing. How you pronounce things, I don't think it really matters. Jilly, you've just put some things in the Discord. Let me just have a look. Oh, and that is not a Turtwig. That's right. We've got 30 more attempts. And the pooch cams has gone haywire again. Apologies all. There we go. I mean, Mifa has not moved an inch. I think that might be why Pooch Cams is struggling. I don't think Pooch Cams realises that Mifa's there because she is so still. She is fast asleep. Right. Oh, I can see what you put there, Jilly. Ah, so that is the Shiny Route, Curlier, Gardevoir, Gallade. Oh, and there's a Mega Gallade as well. So there's a Mega Gardevoir and there's a Mega Gallade. And that's them and their shiny form. Okay. So Gallade looks like he's kind of got a cape. And then Gardevoir has got like a big dress. Interesting. But yeah, I like how they kept the colour scheme for the shiny Gardevoir and Gallade going for their Mega forms, because I do think those colour schemes work really well for those two Pokemon. I think the shinies are really good in that line. All the way through. Very consistent. Very good all the way through. I agree. Okay, we've got 29 more attempts. It's looking unlikely. Oh, wait, did I see the story? I didn't realise there was a story before. Ah, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Bear with me. Ah, okay, Jilly. So, you and your husband were playing Mario Kart World, and when the random track option came up, Rainbow Road was an option, which you both went for, but other people didn't pick it, and you just ended up with a random one. And you were a little frustrated because Rainbow Road was the rarest one. Yeah, I could understand. And what's this song? I think, is it not the shopping centre one from Mario Kart? I forget the name of it. Which is another one that I really like from Mario Kart Wii. The one where you're racing around the shopping centre. Is it not that one? I'm not sure. I'm useless with names. And it might not even be that track, but that at the moment that is what's going round in my head hearing this. Oh, it's not Coconut Mall. Ah. Then I'm not sure what this is then. It's very familiar. Apologies, I can't help. I can't help. Even though I'm the one playing these songs, I can't tell you what it is. Sorry. It's definitely from Mario Kart, right? It is definitely from Mario Kart, you're right. What I need to have some way of like having a now playing, so it tells everyone what is the name of the song that's playing at the moment. But that's beyond my knowledge at the moment. Maybe I'll figure that out eventually. It could be Peach Gardens, possibly. Yeah, I'm not sure, but that definitely could be it. That definitely could be it. And it was. Well done, Jilly. Well done. I wasn't going to get it. I was definitely not going to get it. Well done. Oh, and Pooch Cams has gone crazy again. Apologies, everyone. It's just going straight back. Stop that. Stop that. It's not going to stop. Sorry, it will always want to zoom in on the plushies. I don't know why. Apologies, everyone. It got so quiet. Is that the music that's got so quiet? Because I can turn it up if required. Oh, and Mifa's just woken up. Mifa has just woken up and she's looking at Daruk. And Daruk is looking at her. And Wolf and Luke are both lurking. Luke is lurking. Wolf is lurking. And that's never a problem. If people want to lurk, that's not a problem. I tend to do the same whenever I watch a stream. I do tend to lurk, so I'll never be offended if people want to do that. Ghost, there's a ghost. Sorry, Jilly, there's a ghost in there. You know it. It does feel like there might be a ghost in those plushies, and that's what the camera's trying to detect. And that might be it. And Erazushi, hi there, welcome to stream. I hope you're having a really good day. Thank you very much for joining. We are currently looking for a shiny starter. We have not found a shiny starter just yet, but we're going to do another 26 encounters today, and fingers crossed we can find it. But if we don't find it today, then there's always another stream. There really is. But I can't remember what we did last time. I think we'll go for that. And Jilly, you're getting hungry. What are you thinking of having? I had a very delicious meal today. So earlier this week, my wife made me some a vindaloo made with pork belly, and it's pretty much the most delicious thing in the world, in my opinion. And I had that for my birthday, which was earlier this week, and it was really nice. And there was some of the like masala sauce left over from the vindaloo that we had, so my wife's made pork meatballs today and added that to the sauce, and that was amazing. So I've had a really nice tea this evening. So I'm wondering what everyone else has had. And Jilly, I don't blame you. Yeah, if you're wanting to get some food and itching to play some more Donkey Kong Bonanza, then I don't blame you. So yeah, I hope you have a good meal, and I'll catch you later, and enjoy Donkey Kong. Oh, thank you for the happy belated birthday. Thank you. I don't think I told anyone. I tend not to make a big deal about my birthday, or I try not to. Because, I mean, I would say as I get older, I do kind of forget how old I am. So the birthdays I don't tend to do too much. Wayfarer, did I do too much for my birthday? I didn't. I mean, I worked, so I went to work. I didn't actually go into the office. I worked from home, so that was kind of nice. And yeah, I just had the most delicious meal ever, cooked by my wife, and she even made a lovely chocolate cake as well. So I had an amazing evening. But yeah, I'm more excited about Daruk's birthday, which is on Tuesday. So I am a lot more excited about Daruk's 6th birthday, which is in 2 days' time. So I've got a few things planned for that. I've already got a special meal prepared for him. I'm gonna give him He does like whipped cream, so he'll have a little bit of whipped cream on his birthday as well. And weather permitting, we'll make sure that we go to the PARK, which he absolutely adores. So I'm looking forward to Tuesday quite a lot. Wolf, my birthday is close to Daruk's. It is. So weirdly enough, so Daruk's birthday is 7 days after my birthday, and Mifa's birthday is 1 month before my birthday. So they're both of the dates for my dog's birthdays are so easy for me to remember. Like with Mifa, it's 1 month before my birthday, and Daruk is 1 week after my birthday. So yeah, I tend to get a lot more excited about my dog's birthdays. And Wayfarer, you know that the spelling things out works too well and too smart. Oh my gosh. Daruk has heard something outside. I don't know what he's heard. Or he may have seen something. He's looking out the window. We're in the attic and he can see birds flying around. He's not a fan of birds flying outside the house. And he's definitely not a fan of other noises outside the house. Oh, and Wayfarer, Bucky loves a good puppuccino as well. Nice, yeah. Yeah, Daruk is a big fan of whipped cream as well. Yes. He can't have it too often, but yeah, he will definitely be having that on his birthday. Absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for Tuesday. But yeah, there's certain words we do have to spell, because if we say them, then he gets excited. And when I say around the dogs, it's around Daruk. I mean, I could say these words in front of Mifa, and Mifa would not react at all. It's only Daruk that knows these words, so we can't say the word WALK or WALKIES. Either of those we cannot say because Daruk will get really excited. Similarly, we can't say PARK. Those are the main two that we can't say because he will get really excited. And then as soon as Daruk gets excited, then Mifa gets excited. So I honestly don't think Mifa knows the words, but she can tell when Daruk gets excited, and then she gets excited. She is never the first one to react. Yeah, she just kind of... she just reacts to how Daruk reacts. Oh, and Erazushi, you're doing your own shiny starter hunt because you had to restart a save of Pokemon Black and you've decided to do it with a shiny Oshawott. That would be amazing. Really, really good luck on that. I don't know the exact odds in Pokemon Black. I hope they're not too bad. I've definitely heard that the older games, the odds are really, you're battling against some pretty harsh odds, around 1 in 8,000. I'm hoping that the odds are a little bit better in Black. But either way, when you finally get that shiny Oshawott, it will be such a good way to start that playthrough. Yeah, I wish you all the best in that. Oh, and that's interesting, Wayfarer. So, your wife can't put on her headphones without Bucky going absolutely crazy, knowing that a WALK is very near, because she always puts on the headphones just before going on a WALK. That's interesting. I think with us, because we go out, and I'll often go out with my keys and not take them. They don't react to stuff like that, but they do whenever I grab their leads. I think that's when they do start to react and they know what's happening. Erazushi, 1 in 8,192. No. Well, honestly, good luck for that, because I mean that will be really special when you do get it. That will be really special. You're less than 700 encounters in, so it'll take a while. You know, it'll be worth it when you do get it, honestly. So just keep going, and just keep going. Don't burn yourself out, I would say. Just, you know, keep doing it while it's enjoyable, is what I would say. And just think about how great it will be to have that shiny. The way that I'm trying to stay sane is that in my head, when I do get this shiny, it's going to, the longer it takes, the more it's going to mean to me. You know, the journey to get this shiny is what makes a shiny special. And every time I use this shiny, I'm going to be reminded of the journey that I've taken to get this. And you know, I would imagine that's going to be the same for you. When you get that shiny, you're going to remember all the time and effort and the feeling that you had when you finally got it, and it will all be worth it, I promise. And Wayfarer, do I have any ideas on nicknames for Pokemon in this run? Any theme, or am I just winging it? So I have never given a nickname to a Pokemon in my life, but it is something that I'm considering doing on this playthrough for the very first time. I always used to I would always just give them the default name, because, and I think you briefly mentioned it in your stream. I don't know if it was the last stream, it might have been the stream before, but I feel like you briefly touched on it, where the reason that you didn't used to nickname your Pokemon might be because in the anime that was something that Ash never did, and that is definitely the reason why I did not, or you know, have never nicknamed my Pokemon. You know, I watched the anime before I ever played Pokemon Red, so I was always of the opinion that Pokemon are just known by their species name. That's what I always want to call them, because that's what Ash did. So when I would play Pokemon Red, I can vividly remember getting the Farfetch'd and the Mr. Mime from the NPCs that you trade with, and it used to break my heart when I would get that Mr. Mime and it would be called Marcel every single time. All I ever wanted when I played the original Game Boy games was to have a Mr. Mime that was called Mr. Mime, or a Farfetch'd that was called Farfetch'd, and that was not possible in those old games, because the only way you could get those two Pokemon was from the NPCs. There was no breeding in the original game, nothing like that. So I can remember always wanting a Farfetch'd called Farfetch'd, and it was just impossible in those old games. And I don't know if that has made me less wanting to give Pokemon nicknames. But yeah, I've always just called them what they've called them. But I do get the argument that when you give a Pokemon a nickname, maybe it means more, and there's more attachment there. So I am tempted to give it a go. You know, there's no harm in trying. So a part of me is thinking of naming the Pokemon on this playthrough. And what I was thinking of doing is maybe just naming them after the last person who made a comment in chat when we finally do get the shiny. That's at the moment, that's what I'm thinking of doing, because I kind of think that might be fun, but there's also part of me that is a little bit terrified because I've never named a Pokemon before, and like I say, there's that younger self of me who really just does not want to give the Pokemon a nickname, because I was traumatized in those original games. That Farfetch'd used to taunt me. In particular, I really wanted a Farfetch'd. Oh well. Oh, I think I did Chimchar last time. Wayfarer, so you always dreaded trading for an Onyx in silver that was called Rocky. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Yeah. It's there was something that really bothered me, that the NPCs would nickname their Pokemon and you could not change them. You know, that just felt. It just felt mean. It felt mean. You know, in the same way when you trade for the Haunter in, I think it was in Pokemon Silver as well, when you trade for the Haunter and you're expecting to get a Gengar, then you find that the Haunter's got an Everstone. The NPC trades in those games always, to me, felt like they were deliberate wind-ups, to me anyway. Obviously that's not the case, but it felt like a personal attack. It really did. But Wayfarer, you've started to really enjoy it nowadays, and you think it does take some getting used to as a person that was in my position. Right, and there you go. I do think I need to take this step, and it's not. I know it's not a big step, but it feels like a big step to me. Naming a Pokemon does feel like a big step to me, and it definitely shouldn't. I don't know why it is, but it is. I put a lot of emotional attachment into these things, so the idea of them not being the way that I thought they'd be called, it does feel a bit weird. So yeah, we'll see. And Erazushi, you also don't really do nicknames, but mostly because it takes you too long to think of them. That's fine. That's fair enough. Yeah. The only time you've given nicknames on a run was when you planned your team ahead of time. Interesting. Yeah, I like that. And Wayfarer, apparently Mindy was the NPC who was responsible for that atrocity of the Gengar and the Everstone. Yeah. I don't know whose idea that was. It just, yeah. It wasn't. I guess it wasn't too much of an issue because I did have my brother who had a copy of Gold, so I was able to get the. I was always able to get the trade evolutions, and I was in a privileged position in that sense because I know not everyone had, a sibling who had another Game Boy and a copy of the game and who was interested in Pokemon at the same time, and we had a link cable. I think that's quite a lot of things to fall in place to allow access to the trade evolution. So I am glad I was in that position. But even so, there's something to be said about just having complete control over, evolving your Pokemon. That's a nice feeling. So finding an NPC who says they want to trade you a Haunter, that I remember thinking, oh, that's great. I don't even have to mess around and, ask my brother to do a trade and trade back. I can just get it right now. But then no. The game just says no. And Katri, welcome back. You're just in time for the last 15 encounters. So hopefully we make it to 6,700 without any more technical hiccups. It's been going okay this second part of the stream, so I'm just hoping we get there. I've resigned myself that maybe the shiny is going to be next time, so we'll see. I'm trying reverse psychology with the shiny gods at the moment, so I'm now trying to explain all the reasons why I'm not going to get the shiny, because apparently you get the shiny when you least expect it, so I'm not expecting it, so let's see. And Wayfarer at 15 more is prime bait for a shiny. I hope so. Let's hope the shiny goes for it. I honestly cannot wait to move on to the next part of this. It really is going to be so fun. I've never, I've never done a shiny only run with a actually beginning with a Shining starter before. Yeah, I can't wait. Genuinely cannot wait. And Katri, oh mighty shiny god, don't give him the shiny. Exactly, yeah. Because the shiny gods have not been listening to me when I've been pleading with them. So yeah, I think a bit of reverse psychology is what's needed, you know. And Erazushi, you have a brother that plays Pokemon as well, but you started playing on the 3DS, so yeah, the link cable wasn't even part of the equation. That's good. That is good. The link cable felt like such a high-tech... It's hard to describe how it felt when the link cable... Well, when I actually found a use for link cable, because I guess the link cable was around on the Game Boy long before Pokemon. I can remember there used to be a Formula 1 game where you could play... I think you could play like 4 people at once. And you could always do 2-player Tetris with a link cable. But I don't know a single person who ever used the Game Boy link cable before Pokemon came out. Pokemon really made the link cable relevant. It was such a good time. And Wayfarer, exactly, yeah, it is hard to start with a Shining starter these days because they're locked in so many games. It is weird, that, isn't it? I think it's weird. In my head, there are some Pokemon that make sense to me to be shiny locked. And in my opinion, if you're doing a new generation of Pokemon, like Scarlet and Violet, and you're introducing new legendaries into the game, like the Ruinous Quartet, like the Miraidon, Koraidon, like Terapagos, like Ogerpon. So all of those legendaries, I get those being shiny locked. I mean, I don't like it, but I can understand in my head what I would imagine the Pokemon Company are thinking is that those legendaries have never been, those are brand new legendaries. They have never been shiny before. We can release them as events to promote interest and to, you know, garner attention to our franchise periodically through the life cycle of this game. And that seems to have been borne out by the fact that, you know, the shiny Ruinous Quartet are being released now, and that's something that they can announce during a Pokemon Presents. It's just something to have in the Pokemon Company's back pocket. I get that. But what I don't understand is in the same Scarlet and Violet games, why you would shiny lock the starters. What does that achieve? In my mind, I can't understand what that achieves. Similarly, in the DLC, when you have the Snacksworth legendaries, all of the old legendaries return to Paldea and you can encounter them. But they're all shiny locked. But what does that achieve? That, you know, all of those legendaries can be shiny hunted in different games. Why would you prevent people, if they want to, people who enjoy playing your games, why would you stop them shiny hunting? There are some decisions with shiny hunting that I just don't understand the logic to. There must be logic there, but I just don't understand it. Yeah. So I agree, Wayfarer. I wish that more games allowed you to shiny hunt starters. Apologies that Daruk's barking again. I don't know what he's heard. I've no idea. Right, where was I? I can't remember. We'll go Piplup. Oh, and Wayfarer, you always thought the link cable was just a Pokemon accessory. Ah, yeah, so it definitely predated the Pokemon games. Erazushi, you believe that Pokemon was the first and only games to use the link cable cooperatively instead of competitively. Now that's interesting, and I can't think of another example where you would play co-op and not just competitive. So where Pokemon allowed trading, that's a cooperative thing, you're both benefiting, whereas everything else, it was just you're playing against someone. Yes, I think you're right. I can't think of another example of like co-op Game Boy gaming with the link cable other than Pokemon. So I hadn't thought of that, and that's a good point. That is a good point. Okay, Wayfarer, that is a good point. So maybe they just want people not to do exactly what I'm doing right now. So maybe they shiny lock them just to prevent actions just like what's happening now. As a cautionary tale, I could be a living cautionary tale as to why Game Freak shiny locks so many starter Pokemon. That could be it. But yeah, I would agree with this with what you're saying, that most 99% of people are not that bothered about starting with a shiny, and they'll just play the game however they want to play. And that's the thing, it really, a game like this, it should allow you to play it the way that you want to play it. There's no wrong way to play Pokemon, so by shiny locking, you are basically saying that that's the wrong thing to do. By the Pokemon Company shiny locking a certain thing, they're basically saying you shouldn't be playing the game that way, and that it is a bit silly. They shouldn't do that. People are adults and they can do whatever they want. Well, not everyone's an adult, but everyone's capable of deciding what they want to do, I think. So yeah, I'm hoping that less things get shiny locked going forward, but we'll see. Oh, and Wolf, why does this song remind you of Thomas the Tank Engine? I can see what you mean, actually. It is similar. It's a kind of play on the Lost Woods theme from Zelda. But there are similarities in the key pitch and the key tone to Thomas the Tank Engine. Now you've said that, I can hear the similarities there. So I know what you mean by that. And I'd never thought of that before, but now probably the next time I listen to it, that'll probably spring to my mind. And Erazushi, the only logic that you can see behind the weird shiny locks is something about them being visible in the overworld. So it would be slightly strange. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, so in Paldea, you can see all the Pokemon. Once you've unlocked them with Snacksworth, and they all appear in Paldea, you can see them in the distance. Yeah, but then I guess in every Pokemon game that isn't shiny locked, when you encounter a legendary, they always appear non-shiny in front of you. You have to encounter them, go through the animation, and then find out whether they're shiny. So, I mean, that's the way they do it in every other Pokemon game. So they could have just done it in Scarlet and Violet. I was so sad when I heard that the Snacksworth legendaries were shiny locked. It just seemed mean, I'm going to be honest. But again, there is always logic to it, even if it's logic I disagree with. Not Chimchar. Right, we've got 8 more goes. There's still a chance. Wait, no, there's no chance. Sorry, I'm trying to use reverse psychology. I keep forgetting. I do prefer to be optimistic. It's difficult for me to be pessimistic. Right, there's no chance we're getting it. So we're just going to go through the motions, and we're not going to get it. But we're going to go through the motions. So let's see what happens. It feels so wrong. It's so much easier to be optimistic than pessimistic. Exactly, Catry. Please, no shiny. Yep, Wayfarer, 0% chance of this one happening. Exactly. I like it. I like it. You're helping me out here. Sometimes I struggle with the pessimism. This is helping. Right. I can't remember what we did. My memory is terrible. Right, we'll go Piplup. We'll go Piplup. Well, I knew that was not going to be shiny anyway. Right, so we're going to do, and as Wayfarer says, let's just do the extra 7 just to make it a nice round number. And I mean, I will say, in all honesty, I really do like ending on a nice round number. There is something that just feels right ending on a nice number. When I had the technical problems early in the day, I had to end the stream on something like 6,573 or something, and the technical issues really upset me. It really bothered me because I was worried that I wouldn't be able to do any encounters after that, and you know, I'd been looking forward to this for like all week, and that was bothering me. But what was also bothering me is the idea of leaving the stream on a encounter number of something that ended in a 3 or something. So quite honestly, I really do much prefer ending it on a nice round number, definitely. But I agree, even though we're totally not going to get the shiny, definitely. And that's my understanding, Wayfarer. Yeah, the way that... Oh wait, I definitely did Piplup last time, so we'll do Turtwig this time. Yeah, the shiny is... None of them are shiny at the point you're selecting the Pokemon. It's only when you select the Pokemon, and the exact time that you press the button to pick the Pokemon, that in combination with your unique trainer ID and the session ID, that will determine whether you get the shiny Pokemon or not. So yeah, when they're in the briefcase, none of them are shiny. Well, none of them are shiny and all of them are shiny. You know, it's like Schrodinger's briefcase in that sense. It's only when you select them that it is or it isn't. I think it is very like Schrodinger's box actually in that sense. I'd never thought of it like that. I think it might be Schrodinger's briefcase. Just had a revelation. And again, I may be completely wrong about that, but I watched a video on someone who was manipulating the RNG of this game, who, if you look at the way that a NPC character blinks, the number of times that they blink, and you cannot do this by sight, you have to have like tracking software, you can basically get those two numbers. You can get your player ID number and you can get your session ID number, and then that will then tell you how long you have to wait before pressing the button in order to guarantee a shiny. And again, it's not, you know, it is entirely dependent on when you hit the OK button on the Pokemon. It's not determined before then. So yeah, right, I definitely did Turtwig last time, so I'll do Chimchar this time. So Wayfarer, but when you exchange fossils at the museum, the fossil will always show as a shiny during the exchange before it goes into the box. Interesting. That is interesting. And I would like to do a fossil hunt, but I think that would just take me too long to gather up all the fossils, but that does sound fun. And that's why, because the museum technically makes it your Pokemon, whereas the briefcase, they're not yours yet. Interesting. Yeah, I must say, I've not looked into how the museum works, and that might be interesting. I'm not quite sure on that. The only thing I've looked up is how the briefcase works. But yeah. Schrodinger's briefcase is your favourite out of context term. Exactly, yeah. Oh, apologies for Daruk barking. I just heard a dog bark outside, so If I can hear the dog barking, Daruk definitely can hear the dog barking. So apologies. He's having an argument with one of the neighbours. And let's see how it goes. And Deb's still live. We will be live for the next 5 encounters, so let's see how we go. Vihan says shiny at number 6,700. We're currently trying out a new technique of reverse psychology. So what we want to do is say that there will not be a shiny, and then hopefully the shiny gods are going to try to spite us with a shiny. So at the moment we're hoping to not get a shiny, and hopefully that will make the shiny appear, but we're keeping that part quiet. And Wayfarer Bookie does that all the time. Yeah, Daruk especially. Yeah, Mifa is much more chill. You'll notice she heard the exact same thing, and she has barely opened her eyes. But it really does freak Daruk out. He's a very loving and friendly dog once you're inside the house, but when he's inside a house and he sees or hears anything outside the house, he gets very defensive. But he's a really friendly dog in real life, honestly. And Erazushi, you know that RNG manipulation exists in most games, but you couldn't be bothered by things like that. You'd rather... Yes, no, I'm exactly the same. I mean, I will say, after... I don't know how long it was into this hunt, but there did come a point where I'd been searching for a long time, and then something came up on my YouTube recommendations, which was like, how to manipulate the odds for a shiny starter in BDSP, and I was like, oh, that's really tempting. I've been doing this for so many hours. Let me have a look. And then I looked into it, and my gosh, it's involved. Yeah, you've got to track the eyes, you've got to... I mean, it is so involved, and you've got to have such precise timing. You've got to... Yeah, you've got to know the exact session ID that you're in, and you've got to press the button within milliseconds of it. And if you get it wrong, then you have to look at the individual stats of the Pokemon that you've just caught to know how far out you were. Then you have to correct your timing again within milliseconds. It doesn't look like fun. I really respect people that have the technical knowledge and the timing and the dedication to do something like that, but I am of your opinion, Erazushi, that it's much more satisfying just to do it this way. Just, however long it takes, we'll get it. I much prefer that. Right, we've got 3 more encounters. I can't remember what we're up to, so I'm going to go for Piplup, but we're definitely going to go Turtwig, and then we'll finish on a Chimchar. So this is our last chance for Piplup. I don't want a shiny, just by the way. I'm just going through the motions. I don't want it. It's not going to be a shiny. Ah, darn it. Okay, but we've got 2 more attempts that we're just going to go through the motions, and we will see. And, oh, Wayfarer, you think Daruk is pretty chill? I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that Daruk is chill. I mean, I guess sometimes he is. Sometimes he is. Oh, and you've spelt it almost right. There's no E at the end. It's Daruk. And yeah, both Daruk and Mifa, they're from characters in Breath of the Wild. Which is one of my and my wife's favourite video games. Oh, and Vihan, there's a cute charm glitch in Generation 4 DS where the shiny odds drop all the way down to 1 in 4. Wow, I have no idea what that is. Right, let's go for a Turtwig. It's not. Right. And Deb, it's like you think that they saw you not asking for a shiny and then they gave the shiny, but actually it's that they know you are thinking that if you say you won't get it, that you should happen, but it never. That's the tricky thing. I can't control how I think. I can control what I say, but I can't control what I think, and that's the problem maybe, because I'm saying I don't want the shiny, but it's kind of difficult to think like that, isn't it? So we'll see. This is the last encounter, so thank you all for joining today. This has been really nice, and honestly thank you for a lot of you for coming back after the horrendous technical issues I had, which meant that we were not streaming for like 2 hours. So I really appreciate that a lot of you came back after that. That's really nice. I really do appreciate that. This has been really nice. Like I said, I've had a really stressful week, and this has been a really nice way to unwind. We're not going to get the shiny in this last encounter. We all know this, but we're just going to go for it just to end on a nice round number. Daruk is saying the same thing. He's barking, saying there's no point, but we just want to end on a nice round number. So we are going to do it, Daruk. We are. And here we go. I mean, not that I was expecting it, but there we go. So yeah, thank you all for joining. It's been really lovely. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you later. I will be streaming tomorrow just for a couple of hours after work. So I'll try and schedule that when I can find the time. But yeah, everyone have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you for making this stream so lovely. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye, everyone. Bye. Oh, I know.